Hello there, it's the bariatric biologist here, and I wanted to give you a 4 days post-op update on how I'm doing after my sleeve gastrectomy. I had the sleeve on the 1st of April 2017 and it's now the 4th of April 2017, so I'm 4 days out. And I weighed myself this morning. I wasn't expecting to lose any weight, or was worried that I might not be losing any weight yet, because it's only 4 days after surgery, so there's going to be lots of swelling and inflammation, so you're going to be retaining quite a bit of fluids, and my abdomen does feel slightly distended where all the incisions are. It sticks out further than it used to. So I was like, don't worry if you haven't lost any weight. But here are my stats. So my high weight was 243 pounds. That's 17 stone 5 pounds. My weight on the 1st of April, my surgery weight, was 229.8 pounds. That's 16 stone 5.8 pounds. And then my weight this morning was 225 pounds, which is 16 stone and 1 pound. So I have lost 4 pounds. No, 5 pounds. It's like 4.8 pounds. So 5 pounds since my surgery day. That's amazing. That's like, I weighed myself on Saturday. It's Tuesday. Today's Tuesday. And I've lost 5 pounds. So that gives me a total weight loss of 18 pounds in total, which is 1 stone 4 pounds in total. I'm really quite happy. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. Now, I think it's probably because of the whole no food thing. So while I was in hospital, I wasn't given any food whatsoever. So of course the day of the surgery, the Saturday didn't eat, Sunday didn't eat, and then I was still in the hospital on Monday morning, but that's the day I came home. So yesterday. It feels like longer ago than yesterday, but it was only yesterday. And while I was in the hospital, I wasn't given anything at all except water, so nothing with calories in it. Of course I was on a drip and things, but that didn't have any calories in that drip. The only thing I was given on Monday morning was a cup of tea. Now I was expecting to be given something, so from all the videos I watched, people were given something. So I was expecting maybe apple juice. There was talk of a plain yoghurt. One of the nurses asked me, how did you get on with supper last night? And I thought, what supper? So she was clearly expecting to have been given some food. So I'm wondering if actually that was an error, that I was given nothing to eat whatsoever, or not. Now it was okay because I'm not remotely hungry. Still not hungry. So don't think it really mattered. I am, however, quite tired, a little bit lightheaded, and I think that's probably the low calories. Because yesterday, Monday, I came home and obviously I ate, but I probably ate in the region of 170 calories for the entire day. So I didn't eat a lot at all. Today that's definitely gone up because I'm already at 200 calories and it's only a short way through the day. So I hopefully will get to 400. Above 400 is where I'd like to be, because I do need to be increasing my calorie content now, because I can't not eat forever. But it is really nice that I'm not hungry. And I don't think I've ever not been hungry. Like, talking to people, I realised that was a bit weird, that I didn't have this cut-off of, you've eaten enough, you can stop now. I was always hungry. I remember somebody saying to me, you should never go to bed hungry. And I thought, well, that's stupid. I'd be eating until I go to bed. Because the only time I wasn't hungry was while I was eating. And I tried those diets where you have to wait 20 minutes, you eat a small portion, you wait 20 minutes, then you eat the next. Because eventually, once you've eaten enough, you shouldn't want any more, as long as you wait those 20 minutes. Those diets did not work for me, because I was still hungry after the 20 minutes. So this is a very novel experience for me, not being hungry. And it's exactly what I wanted from the surgery. So right now, I'm pretty happy. And I'm doing pretty well, so still little to no nausea. I didn't really have any nausea in the hospital, only the occasional mild bit, and then they give me something to get rid of it. I'm still on medication now to reduce nausea, but I'm not taking the full dosage of it. I'm just taking it as preventative in case. So I'm still not really feeling nauseous. Pain is still there. It's no real different to yesterday. It's mainly movement. I did wake up in the night in quite a bit of pain because my painkillers would have been wearing off. And I've got to be drinking my painkillers, so the effervescent tablets that you put into water, and have to drink them. So I had to sit up, because I have to sit up to drink, for about half an hour in the middle of the night, drinking my painkillers. And that it does take a while because you can only take small sips because my stomach's so small. So it did take a really long time to bring that pain back down so I could go back to sleep. But it's definitely not unbearable. And I have developed a little solution to help reduce my pain, which I would like to show you. So bear with me. Okay, so what I'm wearing is this Spanx-like thing. They're not actually Spanx, and it's flexible. The main source of my pain was kind of the jiggling of the fat in my stomach over where all the incisions were. And so this isn't too tight. It's just a thing that I already own to try and smooth out some bumps. And that's what it does, is it very, very gently smooths, and it's reduced that jiggle. So it's this kind of like body shape thing. It goes under your bra but over your shoulders, and then kind of joins between your legs. So it's very, very comfortable, and it has actually reduced my pain. So that's kind of like top tip. If you're struggling with the same painful jiggle as me, you could wear something that reduces that jiggle. There's another thing I wanted to briefly talk about this morning, and I might go into quite a lot of biological detail because I love watching these videos when somebody talks about science, because I love science. I'm sad like that, I know. I love science, I think it's amazing. So I might be going into quite a lot of detail about this, but it's to do with urination. Sorry, really weird topic, because actually today was the first day that I peed normally. I'll explain. So something called post-operative urinary Something called post-operative urinary retention is really common after surgery. About 70% of patients experience it, and it's trouble peeing. You have trouble with micturition, which is initiating urination. Now it can go from severe, where they're completely incapable of peeing, to what I had, which is just, it would take a while before I would start to pee, and my urination would be really slow. So a lot of people suffer from that, and it's actually such a high number that I was surprised I've only seen one video from someone else talking about it. So it's something that if you're going to have some bariatric surgery, that you might need to think about or be prepared for, that afterwards you may have some severe trouble going to the toilet. Now I also thought it might be quite interesting to talk about bedpans, because after surgery I mentioned to the nurse, I think I need the toilet. And I said I think because it was really hard to tell, because the sensations are just abnormal, so I thought I needed the toilet. I remember thinking, how on earth am I going to go to the loo? And they said I would be doing it in a bedpan. And I have always wondered, how do women use bedpans? So let me explain how this works. If you're a woman going to have surgery, you may experience this, and it's nice to know in advance what might happen. So they rolled me onto my side, and I need help to do that, and use this arm thing, and they put this kind of splash mat, I don't know, this absorbative material underneath me, and then they rolled me back to the other side to pull it through so that it was completely underneath me, this kind of absorbative sheet. And then they rolled me back again onto my side and put the bedpan, this dish, it's made of a cardboardy material, and it's got a handle, and they put that underneath me and rolled me on top of it. And then they tilted the bed. So the bed was tilted like this, so my head's up here, and the bed's tilted like, not so extremely, but as a result the urine kind of falls down and into the pan. And that works, I have to admit. But I probably sat on it trying to urinate for about 2 minutes, and it was the weirdest thing. I'm like, nothing's happening. But I was expecting it. I was like, I've heard that it can be really hard to urinate after this. So it was expected. And then each time I urinated after that, the amount of time was less and less and less before I managed to urinate. But every time it was the slowest little trickle. And like it would stop trickling and then, oh, just start again, and then stop and then start again. So I'd be sitting there urinating for a good 5 to 10 minutes, which doesn't sound like a long time, but actually, time how long you normally take to pee, it's not that long. So it was it felt like a really, really long time. So I had a little investigate about why this happens after surgery, why you get this post-operative urinary retention. And I thought I would do a little bit of a kind of a biology blast to let you know what is causing it. And it is the general anaesthetic, so it can happen after any surgery. So for me to be able to explain this, I have to explain some features about the bladder. So the bladder is lined with muscles called detrusor muscles, and they contract during urination. There are also lots and lots of sphincters, but the two sphincters that we need to be concerned about are the ones in the urethra. So there's an external urethral sphincter and an internal urethral sphincter. And they're under different levels of control. So your external one is the voluntary urethra. It's the voluntary urethral sphincter. So that one is the one where you willingly pee. You have control over that one. So that's the one where you're able to choose, no, I'm not going to urinate, or I am going to urinate. So the first thing that happens when you need to urinate is the detrusor muscles contract and the internal sphincter relaxes. And that's all involuntary. It's all under or controlled by the autonomic nervous system, the parasympathetic branch of the autonomic nervous system, if you wanted to know. So that is happening completely automatically, and then you can decide whether you're going to urinate or going to hold it, which is why holding it's uncomfortable, because those muscles are contracting. And you can decide to voluntarily relax the external sphincter, and that's when you urinate. Now, general anaesthetic for quite a long time afterwards is suppressing significant amounts of your nervous system. That's what it's doing. It's inhibiting the nervous system. And it's those autonomic nerves to the bladder are suppressed. So the contraction of the bladder is suppressed, and the relaxation of that internal sphincter is also suppressed. So those things don't happen. So it doesn't matter how much you let go, the internal sphincter hasn't let go, the muscles aren't contracting. Which is why I think for quite a long time afterwards it took me a really long time to pee, because not just the initiation but the actual urination took a really long time. Because although maybe both sphincters were relaxed, the muscles weren't contracting, because that's where the most significant suppression is with those muscle contractions. It's just greatly reduced. I mean, I think it makes sense. So the urine would be just gradually kind of leaking out of you, but not coming out with the force that you would normally associate with it. And it has taken several days for that normal force to come back, but it's every day, every time I've gone to the toilet, the force has increased. But it's only really today that I feel like I'm going to the toilet completely normally. So I thought I would share with you a little bit of extra biology. If you particularly like hearing some bariatric related biology topics, then please leave a comment below letting me know that, and I could do some more. I could even do some individual videos. We'll separate it from my other update videos and do some like bariatric biology blast videos. And if there's a particular biology topic you would like me to cover, then also let me know. If you don't like them, if you think, no, please don't share biological knowledge in any of your videos, we just want to hear about the VSG, then also let me know that in the comment, preferably nicely. But do let me know, and I won't put any more biology ones in, or I'll make sure that they're in separate videos so that you can just skip them. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe. I'm enjoying seeing my number of subscribers going up, so that's making me feel good. So if you could please subscribe, that's great. And if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. Thank you, bye.